What's up, everybody? It's your boy J-Rod and welcome to the channel. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be delivering you content unlike anything else out there. Nah, that sounded corny. Wait, let me redo that. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy J-Rod and thank you for tuning into my channel today. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, alright? And we can get this video started. Yeah, we're going to skip the intro. Alright, enough playing around. So in today's video, I'm going to be addressing something kind of serious. Well, not too serious, but necessary, okay? It is necessary to talk about, but it's not too serious. So that's what this video is going to be about. No, but in today's video, we're going to be talking about the double standards in the bilingual community for native English speakers. This is the part where y'all clap. Hit that subscribe button, by the way, because you haven't done it yet. There is a double standard in the bilingual community for native English speakers. Absolutely. Nah, for real, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I was having a conversation the other day with one of my friends, and she's bilingual just like me. We both speak Spanish and other languages, and she told me that one of the things that she hates is that when we speak Spanish, or just say another language, when a native English speaker speaks another language, why is it that we have to sound perfect in that language, but when a non-native English speaker learns another language, they still get the credit of being fluent in English? We feel that native English speakers who are bilingual or who learned another language, we have a lot more pressure to sound native in the language that we're learning, opposed to, I don't know, like an immigrant learning English and they have like an accent. Now, let me just say this real quick. I'm not trying to diminish anybody's experience, especially immigrants who have come to the United States. You know, I hear stories about how they get bullied and stuff for having accents. And, you know, when they go to school, kids make fun of them and stuff. So I totally understand. I get it, you know, how Americans can get. But I do feel like there is another side to the story, and the tables do get kind of turned when an American is learning another language, or when we speak a different language. I feel like we get criticized really hard, especially on the internet. And I've talked to other YouTubers who have been in the same boat as me. Okay, for example, the other day, somebody had left a comment on one of my videos where I speak in Spanish, and they said, J-Rod, I'm confused. How's your Spanish so good, but you have no accent? And I said, explain. He said, you have a really good Spanish, but you have no type of Spanish accent. It's just an American accent with Spanish words.
Really, nigga?
Duh, cause I'm from America. I don't know, you would think that would be common sense that, you know, I'm from America, so obviously I'm going to have an American accent. The same way if somebody was born in China and they were speaking English with a Chinese accent, obviously they're gonna have a Chinese accent, you know? So I thought that was kind of common sense, but then he said, I get that, bro, but you never try to actually learn the accent. It's like a Mexican that learns perfect English but doesn't try to pronounce anything right. I just find it weird. Okay, so let me break that down. So like the way that I actually learned Spanish, I did not learn in a formal classroom. I never took a Spanish class outside of high school, okay? Because in high school, that don't count. You don't become fluent in high school. Nobody does. So like for me, I learned Spanish completely on my own, self-taught from everything. So, you know, I learned from TV, music, movies, and living in other countries. That's how I learned my Spanish. I just learned it on the fly. So my Spanish already is gonna have some type of imperfections because I taught myself, you know, like I never really took formal classes. Everything I learned, you know, self-taught. And two, I never really paid attention to accent, and I don't really think accent is necessary. Now in the Dominican Republic, okay, I did adapt to certain ways that they spoke, you know, like even with the vocabulary, how they speak, you know, instead of me saying, I remember when I came in there, I was saying, ¿Cómo estás? And, you know, over there, they're like, ¿Cómo tú estás? ¿Dónde tú estás? You know, in Spain, they kept saying, Ballet. So, like, I did adapt to, like, the different vocabularies and even accents, too. But you got to think about it when you come back to America and you're in an environment where you're no longer hearing the accent every single day. You know, that accent is going to fade away. That Spanish accent that you've adapted when you were living in that country is going to disappear. It's the same way, you know, you have an immigrant that comes over to America, you know, they lose their native motherland accent, you know, if they're here long enough. So it's kind of the same principle. But honestly, the real reason why I never cared for accents so much is simply because I just felt it didn't matter. You know, you go to an airport, they don't care if you're from Mexico or Spain. You know, if you walk up and say cuánto cuesta or cuánto es, like depending on where you're from, it really doesn't matter. I think it just matters, can you be understood, and does the language you speak, does it make sense to other people when you speak it? So in my opinion, I never really cared so much about accent, and I never really tried to learn because I just cared about, can you understand me, okay? We out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not caring if I sound like a Dominican when I speak Spanish, or if I sound like a, you know, a Chilean or whoever. I don't care, because none of that really matters, you know, in real life situations, in my personal opinion. But kind of getting back on the track of what I was talking about earlier, about how there is a double standard for English speakers who are native English speakers who do like speak another language such as Spanish or whatever. You know, I do feel like we do get kind of nitpicked and pulled apart, especially on the internet. You know, I even talked to my other friend May from Energy, okay? She was saying the same thing, like how when she speaks Spanish on YouTube, sometimes, you know, people, they'll like come for her and say like, oh, your Spanish, you said this, or, you know, that's incorrect, and why'd you say it like that? Even though we tell the people we're from America, you know, it's not our first language. But you know, that's just how it is on the internet. That stuff doesn't really bother me. I mean, everybody goes through it, everybody. Even my other YouTube friend, all right, Nibby, some of you guys might know who she is. Nibby speaks. She was the girl who I was living with in the Dominican Republic when I first was over there. Bro, she speaks amazing Spanish. She actually studied Spanish 4 years in college. You know, she went to university. That's what her major was. She actually is a Spanish teacher. You know, she teaches with her online business, and yet, you know, people, they came for her Spanish and they said like, oh, like, you made this mistake, or, you know, you didn't conjugate that correctly. Even though I got another YouTuber that I know, Ambi Gonzalez, some of you guys might know who she is. Okay, she's a flight attendant, and she does like, she speaks like 5 languages. She's amazing. But yeah, so she talked about how like one of the flight attendants was a Latina girl and was saying like, yo, like, she don't speak good Spanish, or her Spanish is not good for real. But Ambi, once again, is an amazing Spanish speaker. If y'all go look at her channel, you know, she is a Spanish speaker. She does speak Spanish. You know, she's fluent in Spanish. So yeah, I think that's very common for like a lot of native English speakers who speak another language, such as Spanish or whatever. You know, if we make a mistake, it's kind of like we just get like pulled apart, basically. Bro, you can be in a room with Latinos, right? Everybody's speaking Spanish, and then you make one measly mistake, one incorrect conjugation, and it's automatically tu español es feo. It's like, you speak English. You speak English. Let me hear your English. I don't know. I just think that's kind of weird. It's like, bro, like, y'all be butchering English. I mean, just straight up making all types of grammar mistakes. Yet they still be getting, you know, English speaking positions and English speaking jobs. Once again, I'm not trying to come for nobody, but, you know, I'm just speaking the reality. You know, I got friends in the Dominican Republic, you know, they work in call centers. They work in English speaking call center jobs, and they get the credit for speaking English despite having many grammatical errors when they speak Spanish. Or sorry, despite having many grammatical errors when they speak English, or, you know, speaking with thick accents or heavy accents. When you talk to them, they say things like, yesterday I go to the store, I see many things I like. Is that correct English? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, but yet they still get the credit for being English speakers. Okay, another example, call up Chase, call up Apple Care, call up, you know, customer support, and you get on the phone with these people, and bro, and once again, I'm not trying to like make fun of nobody, and I'm not trying to, you know, like take away from their accomplishments, because I still think that is amazing that, you know, to be able to learn another language, that is a skill. But like sometimes when I get on the phone with these people and I'm just listening to them, it's like, bro, they be butchering English like left and right, making all types of grammatical errors, making many grammar mistakes, hella grammatical errors, you know, thick accents and stuff, but yet they're still in these English speaking positions and they still get qualified as English speakers. Hell, I even have some Latino YouTuber friends, you know, and sometimes they'll do videos in English, and when they speak English, they do have prominent accents. You can hear their accents, but yet like nobody really be coming for them about the way that they speak the English. Well, at least to my knowledge, I don't really know. I can't speak for them, but at least from what I see, like in the comment section, you know, people, I don't see people really be like, oh, your English is terrible. And I'm not saying that people be doing that on every single video that I do in Spanish, but sometimes you do get those occasional people that just come in and be like, oh, why you sound like that? Why do you have an accent? Or you sound American? Or why did you pronounce it like this? Or you use this conjugation, you know, like they just kind of, it's like they kind of nitpick, and it's like, dude, this is not my first language. This is not my first language. This is not my first language, bro. So the point that I'm trying to make is for like Americans who are learning another language or who speak multiple languages like me and like some of the other YouTubers out here, is that if you do make grammatical mistakes, that's common because you are not a native English speaker. That doesn't make you, or sorry, you're not a native speaker of that language. That doesn't make you any less fluent than the next person. Okay, like for example, I got a 3-year-old niece, and she said she be butchering English, but she's fluent in English. She's fluent in English. Like, you talk to her, she's fluent. You can have a conversation with her, but you know, she'll say things like, her not my friend, and you know, me hungry. That's incorrect English, but yet she's still fluent. So I just want people to understand that just because somebody says that does not mean that you are bad at what you do, and that doesn't mean that you're not fluent in that language, okay? So that's just something I kind of wanted to share. Like, you know, leave your comments down below. Tell me if y'all experience anything like that. Like I said, this ain't nothing that I'm losing sleep over, but you know, that is something that's common. And you know, I was talking on the phone with my friend, I was like, hey, yo, that'd be a good YouTube video idea. But yeah, so like, just share with me your experiences on that, and just let me know what are your thoughts on that for the double standards in the bilingual community. All right, guys, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and catch my next one. All right, peace. All right, so if you come to the DR, you gotta try the most famous sancocho.
Esto va a ser mi primera vez probar sancocho.
This stuff is so amazing.
No sé, como que lleva muchos ingredientes.
It's the best thing in the world.